Next letter, Di. Obviously, he's reading something as usual.
No,
he's wrapped up.
The next
in
one's from Durbin.
Maxwell.
So there's another one that's very similar. The subject is stooging to Meltzer. I'm listening to the newest 83 Weeks, and Eric Bischoff is going into detail how Terry Taylor was a stooge for Meltzer in the late 90s while at WCW. What's his name again?
Terry the Stooge Taylor.
So this is where it started, I guess. I understand when an active worker would give info to Meltzer, as he'd be more likely to put them over in his newsletter and give their matches higher star ratings. But why would somebody in behind-the-scenes role be a Meltzer stooge? What is there to gain from that? Why take the risk? Do you think Meltzer paid money for insider info? P.S. Kleinrock, if you hear this, please get Lucha Mask to design some alternate disco and Konnan PPE masks, as I'm sure they're the top sellers. Your acquaintance, Mike Durbin.
All right. Let me say something real quick about this thing. It's been so long since why I call him the Stooge has been explained that even you forgot. So I'm going to bring everybody
up to date. I know why he's called
Okay, well, number one, when I first got to WCW, and I'm not talking about when I was there with all the Mexicans, I'm talking back, Pat O'Connor Memorial Cup days, okay?
1990.
Yeah, right. 1990 era where Barry Windham was still there.
When the Steiners were throwing guys all over the place and didn't even talk to them before the matches started.
And that one, yeah. And anyways, I remember one time Pillman, who I actually thought was hilarious, he was like, see that guy right there? Never lend him money because he'll never pay you back. See that guy? And he was like telling me like all the boys who that guy's cool like that. And then when Terry was coming by, he goes, don't ever trust that guy. That guy's a stooge. Okay. So I never really thought much about it. When I get to WCW, Scott Hall goes, watch out for Terry Taylor. He's a stooge. Okay. When I finally got the Impact, we had these big problems with Jeff Jarrett, me and Ron Killings, and he was giving us advice and then going behind our back and burying us to Jeff Jarrett, which this all came out in court documents when I sued the company. So he couldn't fucking deny it. Yeah. So I was like, what a fucking stooge. Here he is telling me to do this to the company, and he's telling Jeff to fucking kick me out of the company.
I'm not going to believe Terry Taylor would be the type of person.
He did the same.
I can guarantee you that 100% happened. What?
He did the same thing to Cornette. When Cornette left Impact, he sent Terry Taylor an email saying, like, I don't hope anything bad for you, but I hope the company shits the bed.
Oh yeah, he wanted Russo to die.
And he said, if I could get away, he said if I could get away with killing the guy, I would. And so then Terry Taylor took the email and showed it to Russo and Impact, and that's when they
fired him, right? Yeah.
Well, he was fired already, but I think they were threatening a restraining order or a lawsuit or something about his threats towards Russo. But that was because Taylor shared the email.
Bro, I think Cornette goes an extra mile to make all this heat with Russo. How could you hate somebody that much, bro? The motherfucker didn't fuck your wife or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, just real quick on his question, because the question was kind of like, he understood why wrestlers would talk to Meltzer, but why would a guy in the office? To me, it's the same thing, because people in the business read Meltzer, and if Meltzer's in his newsletter going, Terry Taylor's a very valuable backstage guy because he's a source, people are going to read that and be like, hey, maybe we should bring Terry Taylor in. It says here he's pretty valuable, right? So it's the same thing. That makes sense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.